Lofi Poli Sci, how we doing out there? Dr. P right here, talking that famous question. What's going on in the world today? And connect with people everywhere for the all your local Lo-Fi updates. Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, all over the interwebs. Yes, indeed. Now straight to it. Got that Lo-Fi Global for you. Out in the world of Lunar New Year. What is Lunar New Year? You've been hearing about it all the time these days. Well, coming at you from the National Museum of Asian Art, because I refuse to use Wikipedia as a source. As should you. Begin quote. Lunar New Year is a celebration of the arrival of spring and the beginning of a new year on the lunisolar calendar. It is the most important holiday in China, and it is also widely celebrated in South Korea, Vietnam, and countries with a significant overseas Chinese population. While the official dates encompassing the holiday vary by culture, those celebrating consider it the time of year to reunite with immediate and extended family. It's commonly known as the Spring Festival in China. Lunar New Year is a 15-day celebration. End quote. And there you have it, people. Right in. What are you doing for this new Lunar New Year? Or what did you do? Come on, people. Right on in. Now, out in Pakistan, elections updates here. Where the government had shut off cellular services during the election. Never a good sign, by the way. But it appears that independents have won just over 100 seats in parliament. And the majority of them are allies of imprisoned former Prime Minister Khan. And it appears they may get to form a new coalition government. If it's allowed by the new current government. There's so much going on in Pakistan right now. There's reports of widespread voter irregularity, of violence, of protest, of government crackdowns on the population and the public. The voting may have ended, but the election, that's most certainly not over yet. We'll let you know more as we do, people. Now, let's head on over to Madagascar, where the government is passing a law to increase the severity of the punishments for child rapists. And the new law has been passed by both houses of Congress. Now it's going to the president's desk to be signed, and then to the country's constitutional court to make sure that the law is constitutionally legal. And if both of those hurdles are jumped, then anyone convicted of child rape will not only likely serve life in prison, but also be either chemically or surgically castrated for the crime. Now, the Madagascar government is saying that these severe penalties are a necessity to help safeguard children in the country, and that these new penalties will act as a deterrent to stop it from happening. And while some international human rights organizations are protesting this move, Madagascar is saying, hey, we're a sovereign country, and what we do here is our business. Sovereignty, human rights, criminal codes, justice. Is there anything universal about any of it? We'll see what happens next real soon, people. Now moving forward, because we never move on from anything. To Myanmar we go, where the military junta that led a coup in February of 2021 has officially announced compulsory military service for the entire population. Conscription, a draft, is going to be taking place. All men ages 18 to 35 and all women ages 18 to 27 have to serve 2 years in the military now. Period. And the government came out with this on Saturday. And so far, we've heard no other information. But this, my friends, is a serious sign toward escalating the civil war in the country. Eyes open on Myanmar, people. Eyes open. And a last piece of something before we switch into our fab-5 of the day. To Brazil we go. So there's always something going on in Rio these days, especially Carnival. But we're not talking Carnival today, but rather former President Bolsonaro. When he was beaten in the last election, his supporters, in January of 2023, charged and took over the Supreme Court, Congress, and the presidential palace. And the government's been investigating former President Bolsonaro for links to that incident. And now, just last week, he was ordered to turn in his passport so he can't leave the country. And he did it. The plot thickens, people. Will former President Bolsonaro be the next in a long line of past Brazilian presidents to go to jail? We'll let you know. All right, check it. This week's Fab-5. What do we got? So seeing how it's Mardi Gras here in New Orleans, I thought it'd be kind of fun to have a little update on a list we did back in the day called Top 10 Tourist Destinations in the World. And so, I'm cruising the waves of the web to find my list, and I didn't see much. But then I saw World Population Review, a website I've seen a lot in my days, and I never like to use it. But the title of the link, well, that caught my attention. World Population Review, Most Visited Countries 2024. Oh no, this is too good to be true. And it was. The Most Visited Countries 2024 list by World Population Review is really the top 10 countries most popular with tourists by numbers of 2019 visitors. What? I was pissed. I was livid. I was like, this is a bunch of liars, World Population Review. That's some bullshit right there. How dare you cheat us netizens? So then I thought, you know what? I know a list I want. Transparency International just came out with their 2023 Corruption Perception Index. And how fitting. Because corruption is about liars, like World Population Review. So here we go. The 5 least corrupt countries in the world, perceived corrupt countries in the world. So scoring goes from 0 to 100, with 0 being the most perceived corrupt and 100 being the least perceived corrupt. Number 5, Singapore, with an 83 out of 100. Number 4, Norway, with an 84 out of 100. Number 3, New Zealand, with an 85 out of 100. Number 2, Finland, with an 87 out of 100. And number 1, a silent 10 count to see if you can guess the least perceived corrupt country in the world. Go. And the least perceived country, or least perceived corrupt country in the world is Denmark, with a 90 out of 100, which Greenland is a part of. And there you have it, my peeps, my Fab-5 of the week, inspired by the corrupt and lying website of World Population Review. You know. Now, switching gears to that lo-fi global trivia, my friends, we got 5 trivia questions coming at you. Let's dig. Number 1, which world leader is famous for his little red book? Which world leader is famous for his little red book? I'll give you clues in the 1900s. Number 2, what is the official animal of Scotland? What is the official animal of Scotland? Number 3, where were the first modern Olympics held? Where were the first modern Olympics held? Number 4, how many years did the 100 Years' War last? How many years did the 100 Years' War last? And number 5, what is the term for a group of flamingos? What is the term for a group of flamingos? Connect to us, people. YouTube, Instagram. We're waiting. Love you, Lo-Fi. And this, just a snap of what's going on in the world today.
I bring it down, man, like.
Lofi Poli Sci is more than just me. It's the we that we be. Pickering, signing off.